As a rough rule of thumb, you're looking around 7 minutes. Much more than that, and the video is going to start losing its engagement, no matter what student's watching that, really. The things to remember are you can go at a much faster pace than you would in a normal lesson, because students have the ability to watch those videos over and over and over if needs be, if they didn't pick up the points when you first said them. So don't worry about going fast to keep it short. What you'll probably find that is throughout your presentation you've got some slides that are not really necessary in terms of what we're trying to make. So this one, for instance, is not suitable. I don't really want that one appearing as I'm going through the presentation recording it. Now I could just delete these slides out and then hopefully remember not to save that after I've kind of gone through. What I find a really useful little tip, and one that people don't tend to know exists, is you can right click on slides and you can just hide them. That slide now won't show up when you present, therefore it won't be recorded on and it won't be included in any sort of saved recording afterwards. So it's a good little habit to just go through and just hide away any slides that you just don't think add anything to the presentation. This next tip is useful, particularly if you're finding you're making a lot of mistakes as you're going through and re-recording a lot of content. Now, one of the features that most people have seen in PowerPoint but maybe haven't used very much is the ability to add notes to slides. Now, if it doesn't appear just down the bottom of your slides, you can turn it on with this notes button here. What this allows you to do is just put in notes about what you would want to say. What we can then do is we switch over into our recording view and we switch on the notes here. You'll see they appear at the top. It is worth pointing out actually that it is a relatively small amount that you can see there, so you can't obviously write in a script into there, but I'd advise against that anyway actually, because you'll find it just becomes a little bit sort of clunky in the delivery if you're trying to read from a script. But you can put some basic notes to remind yourself about key important facts in there. My last tip is not so much a tool or anything like that you can use, it's just something to think about when you start creating these. So with a little bit of thought and a little bit of planning about how you go about creating these videos, what you can try and end up with is not just a presentation that's useful now, but also something that is useful in years and years and years to come. So the perfect solution or the perfect situation you could end up with at the end of this is where you've got a bank of videos that, let's say, when year 11s or A-level students or whoever it might be maybe disappear on study leave or something similar, they can have these as a useful resource that they can use over and over and over again for years and years to come.